Hi, my name is Diane Gutierrez and welcome to my channel. So I became a Creative Memories advisor about 3 months ago, and what led me to that point was I was looking for albums and I just loved their albums and I couldn't find anything to compare to that. But that's another whole video. I'm gonna do a whole video on about my album search and how I remedied that and some different albums I found and some issues that I had with them. But like I said, that's another video. When I came back to Creative Memories, of course, I realized how wonderful their paper and embellishments are. 20 years ago compared to today, they are much, much different. So if you haven't looked at Creative Memories in a while, you might want to go over and take a look. But what brings me to today's video is my true love is their tools. They have awesome tools. And if you have any of their tools, you already know what I'm talking about. That I want to start today is to pull those tools out and use them. I want to start a new series here on my YouTube channel. So let's go over to my desk and I'll tell you some more about my plan. Okay, so we're back at the desk now. And what I've done is I've pulled out all of my Creative Memories tools. And like I said, I've only been an advisor for about 3 months now. And so everything over here, the ones that are the white with the light blue, these are all new since I've become an advisor. Okay, that's the new color. So let's talk about these ones here in the center. These are all about 20 years old. You probably have a lot of these on your shelves as well. These are classics. Back then, you'll see they did very basic type shapes. I have the heart and the circles, and then some of them I have a larger size and a smaller size. Of course, squares and octagons and stars. And then this one was a little fancy. It's like a stamp or some kind of like postage stamp or something. So that's fun. And then I even have some really different ones that I'm not even sure where how I got these. It's probably like a promotion item. I'm not sure, but so there's a couple of them that are also Creative Memories old timers. So these are the basic punches, and then over here that I have the custom cutting system and all the different templates that they have. Now, some of these they still sell, like the circles and the ovals you can still get, as well as some of these geometric shapes. And they actually have a rectangle that I don't have yet and a large circle, which I don't have that either. And then way up here at the top is the 12-inch decorative trimmer, which they do still sell. It's just in the blue and white that's over here. So what my real addiction has become is the border making system. So if you haven't seen this, it's a great system where you can punch out a border that comes out so smooth and crisp and clean, and I'm just loving this. So the reason I'm doing this video today and starting this series is because I love all my Creative Memories punches. The tried and true ones, my brand new ones. Some of them come in promotional kits, so you can't get them unless you participated in the promotion. They probably will never sell this one. That maybe they'll bring it back as a promotional item some other time. So I have a couple of those in here as well. So what I want to do is I want to use my tools. I spend a lot of money on my tools. I don't mind spending the money, but I definitely want to use them. So what happens is Creative Memories, they put out 1 or 2 new tool items each month. And so I get really excited. I order it. It takes about a week for me to get my shipment. And so I'm thinking about it. And when it comes, I start playing around with it. And I've even made some videos on some of these border making cartridges because I get so excited about it when it comes and I want to use it and show it off and all that. But then more comes out. I place another order, the next items come in, and I want to play with them too. So I don't want to forget about my older items, and I don't want to forget about the new items just because they're coming in. So what I'm going to do is start this series called Creative Memories Tool Roulette. Okay, so what I did was I took all my tools that I have so far. Now, I understand that this is a small amount of inventory compared to advisors who have been around a lot longer than I have. They have probably hundreds, but I want to start small so that I could start this now and then come back next time I do another entry into this series and see how my list grows. And but I really do want to use the tools that I have. So it's just like it sounds. I'm going to randomly pick different products. So what I decided on is I'm going to do lucky number 3, and I'm going to pick 3 different items and use them all on one page. I'm going to, I guess, force myself to try to incorporate the 3 tools that are chosen at random and create a page with it. Okay, so I am going to use a random generator. Let me just show you really quick my spreadsheet. So I've listed all items. I have 31, but what I did was on like the custom cutting system, I just put hearts, or I put geometric shapes. For these punches here in the middle, I probably just said circle. So if I choose if that gets selected, then I have the option to use whatever size circle. And then on the more current ones, they are more individual, so I just listed them. So really, I only have 31 to choose from. So I'm going to use a random generator. They're free online, and I'm going to, let's see if I can zoom in here. Put in here that I want to start with number 1, and I'm going to put in, I have 31, and it's going to generate a number for me. Number 19. Okay, so number 19 is the first one. Next one, but I don't want to do that again. Let's see if it'll do another one. 16. So 19 and 16. And number 3. So 3, 16, and 19. Okay. So let's look at the list and see what was selected. So number 3 is the Border Maker cartridge double scallops, or the mirrored scallops, which is this one. Awesome. So I did get a new one, so that's going to be fun to play with. And then number 16 is the basic octagon. So that's these. I'll put those aside. And then number 19 is, the stamp. The one I said was so fun. The basic stamp. Okay, I call those the basics because those were in the basic Creative Memory sets way back when. So the tools are awesome because these ones here in the middle, these are like over 20 years old. So that just proves to you how well their products are made. And then of course the custom cutting system is tried and true, right? So let me clean up all of these, put them back, and then I will come back and start making a page with those 3 that I picked, the mirrored scallop border making. Okay, and we're back at the desk. Everything is put away, and I randomly drew was the basic hexagon punch, the one that I'm calling the stamp, and then the border making cartridge mirrored scallops. Okay, so let me just put these aside and show you what I came up with. Okay, so full disclosure, it has been a couple days. Some things came up in life I had to take care of. So, but with the magic of video, I'm back and I've actually done some pre-planning on this page. Okay, so I am going to scrapbook this picture of my handsome nephew when he graduated from high school. Now this picture has been in my box for a while and it's kind of a little bit crinkled, so I'm going to have to see about that. I might be reordering one of those. So I'm going to go ahead and start with white cardstock, and for now I'm going to put the picture right in the middle, about, well, off to the side a little bit there. So what I decided was to make some banner strips and align them down the side over here. Okay, let's see. Okay, I tried to go with a graduation theme paper. In fact, I'm using this pad from DCWV, the graduation pack, and I was really wanting to use a bunch of scraps for this, and so when I opened it up and saw that I already had several scraps in here, then I thought, oh, perfect. So what I did was I just took some of the scraps. So if you have scraps, this will be a perfect idea for you as well. So I just made some banners down the side, something like this. And of course, when I adhere these, I will make sure that they're all nice and straight. Okay, so let's scooch them up a little bit so they all fit. Okay, and I kind of want them staggered a little bit as well. So I will make sure the spacing is aligned. So at the end, you can see in the close-ups, you'll be able to see a little bit more about the aligning. So anyway, something like that. And then what I did was I decided to use the smaller hexagon punch, and I'm using the 1-inch size. Okay, and I punched out just several black hexagons, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just place them next one in each of the coves of the banners. So like that. Okay. Okay. Oops, looks like I need one more. But what I was going to do was I actually took some more thinner scraps, and I was going to lay them, not there, I don't want blue on blue, so let's do black. So I kind of want it sticking out a little bit. So I'll probably remove that one and move this one up a bit. And then another one about here, and then a third one about here. So maybe I am going to go ahead and cut one more hexagon for that area up there. Okay, so I'll do that. I need to bring out the black anyway. So let me go ahead and do that. Maybe one more. Okay, we'll tuck this in right here and maybe put that like that. Okay, so that's how I used the hexagon punches. So one down. And then the one that looked kind of like a postage stamp. It didn't really look like a postage stamp once I cut it. And you'll see, so what I did was I took both sizes and I did black for the bigger one and then gold for this gold paper to bring it in over here a little bit more. And I'm going to do something like that. Bring it here. Okay, now I will say getting this mirrored scallop inside it and coordinated into this page was probably the most challenging part, but I think I figured out a way to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut out one and give it a try and see if my plan's going to work here. So let me scoot this up, put my black paper in here. You probably all already know how to do this. If not, the guide comes out, stick your paper, align it in the corner, put down the blue handle, flip the paper guide back. I'm going to insert my cartridge into the housing, and then I just make the 6 punches. Okay, so I line up the 2 dots and push down. Go on to the second one. So I'm kind of pulling out and bringing it back around. So if you're not familiar with this, this is such a quick and easy way to make a border. Okay, let's get this out of the way. Okay, let me bring my layout back down so you can get a better idea. So what I decided to do with the scallop is something a little different. I thought that this one, look, everything is kind of corners, and over here it's kind of straight lines, and and angles, and then it kind of starts to get a little bit more curvy here. So what I thought was I was going to bring this just off to the edge over here, whoops, underneath, and only show half of that scallop coming off the end. And then what I would do is I will trim off a teeny bit over here so that it equals 12 inches and still will fit into my page protector. So I'm going to go adhere all this down, and then I will come back and we will embellish this page. Okay, hold on. Okay, so I've adhered everything down. I will show you, there we go. I've adhered it all down. I put the border strip right off to the side here, and then I did trim this so that this is an even 12 inches, so it'll still fit into my album. And I put those down. So now I want to add some embellishment. So let me show you the things that I've picked out. So I found this label sticker, and it had some gray, and I have gray over here. So I thought I would put that right up there. And then I found this sticker that's already on a little bit of foam. So I thought that would be perfect right in there. So something like that. And then I thought up at the top, I wanted to bring in some yellow like I have down here. So I'm just going to add some stars because, you know, graduation and stars tend to go together. And then down here, I thought these would be some perfect places for embellishing. So I found this old strip of Creative Memories stickers, and I thought, well, let me give these a try. So I liked the cap. Oh, in fact, I'm going to put that on a little bit of foam tape. Okay. Pop that up a little and see if I could give that a little bit of dimension before I put that down. I just want a little sticker right in the middle there, and then hopefully we'll see if it doesn't get smashed down. Okay, so I'm going to put that right there, and then on here is a cute diploma. I think those are about the same size. So let's see here. Get a little end here. Yep, these are old, but they're still sticky, so why not? Why not use them up? Okay, so put a little diploma there, and I needed something for here, and I did test to see if these would fit, a graduation announcement and another kind of diploma. They were a little too big, but then I thought, well, you know what? He was in band, so I would really like to put these music notes down to kind of represent the fact that he's was in band. And then I will actually mention that in my journaling as well. Okay, so my journaling is gonna go right around here somewhere. I'll tuck it up there. Now, if you've seen any of my other videos, you already know I don't like to do my journaling on camera because that's a little personal. I found this pencil. It was on a sheet that was in the paper pad. And so they have cute little sayings on them. So I thought, now I was a little bit hesitant because up here I have silver and now I'm bringing in some gold. But I just thought it was so cute and so appropriate for graduation that I decided to go with that. I also have one more yellow star that I'm going to bring in from up there. And then because I brought in some silver up here, I thought that I should bring in some silver down here as well. So I'm going to probably try and tuck this right under there. So it's going to look like that. Okay, there you go. I was able to incorporate all three tools. And in fact, I did incorporate a fourth tool, which is the ribbon banner on the side there. So I was pretty happy about that. That's actually a newer tool in my toolkit, and so yeah, I was able to incorporate 4 after all, so pretty pleased with that. So I know a lot of people do this kind of thing where they pick items in their scrap room, and I really encourage you to do it. I know Janet over at RTS, she does a scrap spin where she picks 5 items, I believe it is, and just she put everything embellishments, embossing folders on the list. And I have done that before too, and that's really a lot of fun. It kind of keeps you using the products that you have. But this time I strictly wanted to focus on the creative memory tools because like I was explaining earlier, I'm starting to get a big collection and I don't want to just put them in the drawer and only use them once. I really want to try and use them a lot and use them on different random layouts. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope that this inspires you to make your own list, regardless of what it is, whether it's creative memory tools like I did, or other items. Maybe you want to use up your embellishments, or maybe you want to remember to use border strips or old stickers like I did over here. So whatever it is that you want to focus on, I highly recommend making a list and then doing something like this. Ask Siri, ask the random number generator to pick those numbers for you, and then see if you can challenge yourself to make a layout using all those products. And then, if it doesn't work out, add something else, bring something else in, take something away, as long as you're creating a layout that you love and this is just another layout ready for the books. Okay? Thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate your time. Please like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate that. And I'll see you next time when we do Creative Memory Tools Roulette. Bye-bye.